Swimming Pool International, the Swimming Pool Podcast.
A warm welcome to our International Swimming Pool Podcast. This time a little bit different as we are both in different cities in Europe. Where are you, Angela?
I'm actually today in Barcelona, and I have to
Wow.
say we have springtime. It's warm, it's sunny, it's nice. We don't have water, but the rest is really good. And how about you,
Yes,
Michael?
that is. Well, tell me a little bit more about the dry thing in Barcelona. I've heard so much about it, and I even understood that you are on a ration for water. Only allowed so much water a day. Is this true?
Yes, in fact, it is true, and it's also the first time in my life I experienced this kind of thing. And like when you're little, some people were talking about there might be, no fresh water, and you think, oh my God, no, I cannot believe this is so far away. But it is true, and yes, we have a restriction of water, 200 liter per day and person. And first, I didn't even know what does it mean, no? So I really started now a little bit to count and collect water everywhere. When you are washing dishes, the water which is maybe running at the beginning, I collect. So now I have actually a little bit of a feeling. What does it mean, 200 liters per person a day? It's not as bad as you think, but if you have, like me, a lot of flowers in the garden and it's not hot summertime yet, uh, then again, it's maybe less than you think. So yeah, it's a very frightening situation, to be honest, and you can see how nature is suffering. And I'm
Yeah.
really cautious about it, and a lot of people, of course, we talk about it. It's an ongoing topic, and the world has changed in this kind of sense, really.
Yes, and as you just asked me where am I? Well, I'm in the Netherlands in Amsterdam, and we have the opposite problem. We actually have too much water.
Yeah, how is that? I
We
don't know
we
what it
have
feels.
had we have had dry summers as well, but then in October, November last year it stopped. It started raining and it almost never stopped. So now the whole bottom, the ground, everything is full of water, and we are now prepared for the dry summer. So you see, only 1,000 or 1,500 kilometers away, and it's completely different situation. It's really a crazy world, I would say, with the climate change.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, send
Well,
us water then,
anyway,
please.
it is always good to talk to you again, and this time at a distance. And we have a very interesting topic today, I think. And what is this topic?
Yes, today we thought about talking about stainless steel. This is something we are both working with. It's we have to say, but we don't want only to talk about us. We want to talk about it a little bit also in general. It is a very beautiful product which we are both very connected to. So we thought, why not tell you a little bit more? And of course, our topic is swimming pools. So yeah, how can we work with stainless steel and what kind of parts are possible with a pool?
Right. Yeah, that is indeed very interesting topic. Some people say it's very complicated, but I think we will make it easier for the interested listeners, and how they can, have a very nice pool which doesn't show any corrosion or any other wear of the product. And the first thing I would like to talk about in this sense is that there are so many different materials available in the market, so many different grades of stainless steel. but we both actually only use two, based on our experience in the swimming pool market. Could you tell us a little bit more about, let's say, the first material, the most standard material that you use for swimming pool products? And what is it called?
Yes, it's called what we are commonly using is, and as you said, there is a lot of confusion, and also it's very good to understand that there are different kinds of stainless steel. So we are using the 316L, and that means is a stainless steel this stainless steel has a low carbon content, so it's making it highly valuable and corrosion resistant. And I know that you are working with the 316 Ti, and we are both
Ye-
are working also with the 904L. And yeah, and we, for example, we also buy our stainless steel here in Germany. So we really know actually where it comes from. And we know that it is a very, very good quality we are working with. And that's very important. And I learned something already when we talked about something before, that you told me something what is also very interesting to know about different kinds of stainless steel in the pool.
yes. So there is a difference between 316L or 316 Ti, which are we it's not necessary to go in depth about the differences because it's mainly used in the same surroundings, the same application, and it's both suitable for standard swimming pool water. And I would say 316L, 316 Ti is what's commonly used for the private pools, I would say worldwide. If you have this high standard, you will achieve um, corrosion resistance and other topics that we will cover later on in the podcast. There is also this very high-end material called 904L, and this is really for special some special pools like seawater filled, like in Greece, and in thermal beds where you have a salt bath where you can almost float. You need these higher grades to be able to resist the salt. And yeah, what can you tell about salt chlorinators and stainless steel?
Yes, because this is also a question we are oftenly asked with customers. And yeah, most of the salt chlorinators, which some are marked as low salt chlorinators or low salinity chlorinators, are definitely usable for this kind of stainless steel. So if you have this chlorinators, you have no problem at all because it controls it, let's say, automatically. And
And what is the then people always talk about the salt contents and so on, and what is the maximum salt on the 316L or 316 Ti?
we are saying a maximum chloride content of 500 milligrams per liter is not a problem at all for the 316L stainless steel. So this is something you can easily, use in this kind of, yeah, for this kind of stainless steel.
Ah, okay, okay. You would use different words, but for the listeners who don't know so much about chlorine content and so on, we could say maximum 0.5% salt diluted in the water. Okay, quite interesting. And the higher degree, which, as I said, we use a lot in Greece, where apparently certain customers prefer to have water from the sea in their pools. And there we use this 904L because it is suitable for up to 3% salt. And I think with this drought that you have in Barcelona and so on, seawater pools may be the future. Because if there's one thing that we have enough, then it's seawater.
Yes, this is something, of course, what is kind of recommended here because it will be for private pools. It will be very hard to reach that 200 liter per day. No, if you have a pool, then you really exceed this very easily. The problem with sea, if you take the Mediterranean seawater in your pool, you really have to be careful. It's not about the stainless steel. Actually, it's about all the parts you have in the pool. No, so this need to be, very well considered if this is the good way, or if you rather prefer a mix. If this is a good solution like this. But yeah, a pool is a pool, and it's still something you want to have. No, so
Yeah, and you also told me that, or I heard that besides the salt content, there's also some kind of an index. Can you tell us a little bit on this? What does this mean and how is it called?
yes, we are working. I mean, we tell our customers you can work with the Langelier saturation index, it's called. And there you can measure actually the corrosiveness of the water. And here it's very interesting to find it's not only about the TDS, the total dissolved solids in the water, because there you have, like, for example, if you take 1200 TDS or you double, it's still in the range. The interesting thing is that you need to also see other water parameters and take them into consideration. And this is also like the water temperature. Of course, you will not influence this water temperature so much. It is what it is, no? Or you have a heat pump, but then you have to control this as well. And it's about the hardness of the water and the pH in the water. So all of these taking together, you need to put into alignments, and there is, like in the index says, if you're at 0, it's the perfect situation with this index. But it's still okay if you have minus 0.3. You go more to corrosion. If you put this into this index, you will see it. And if you exceed plus 0.3, then you go into the scale of formation, which you also don't want to have. So, but if you are in this limit between the minus 0.3 and the plus 0.3, you're very, very fine. And I always think it's not only good for stainless steel, it's also good for your health to control your water, no? And I never understand how you can put like chlorine like crazy, or your pH you don't control, and how you want to swim in this water, So I always think it's an interesting thing.
Yes.
Yeah, but the Langelier index, you can look it up and try it out, and then you can find your perfect water quality.
Okay, I surely will. And so you have, some things that you have to consider when you want to have stainless steel in your pool. One is the salt content. Then you have your Langelier index. And another thing that is also very important is that you should make sure when using 316L or 316 Ti that all the material, all the stainless steel in the pool is of equal grade. Because as soon as one is lower than the lower or higher than the other, the lower one will start to work as a zinc anode, and it will create little particles in the water which will fall down on the higher grade, and that's how you get rust. We hear so many times in the market, I have this beautiful nozzle and it's rusting, and you told me this is not possible. And then we start to ask questions. what else do you have in the pool? And what material is it? And then you easily come to the conclusion, oh, a certain part has lower quality. This uh, creates the rust. Even if your Langelier index or your salt content is okay, if there is a lower quality material in the pool, this could very likely create problems.
I find
And
that
another
very
question,
interesting, to be honest. This is something
yes,
sometimes we don't talk about it, or customers also don't ask, no? But I think it's a
no,
very interesting fact that it should be all
yes, yes, and
the same
well,
material.
it's a very nice material, but you just have to make sure that all the parameters are fine according to the specification done by the manufacturer. And as long as you do that, you will have no problems your whole life with stainless steel.
And that, very nice. And that leads me to the question, why should we choose stainless steel? What are the advantages? Maybe Michael, you can say something about that.
Well, like I just ended in the previous sentence, if you maintain it properly and you have your parameters all in order, it's extremely durable and it will last a lifetime and probably also of the next generations in the family. And so that's one of the topics, but there are more.
Yeah, I would like to say it is really a beautiful upgrade in your pool, and I never understand when you have we have seen so beautiful pools in our industry, and then you look at it and you think, oh, what a beautiful pool, and then you see a plastic skimmer. I mean, for me, it's like it ruins the whole thing. To be honest, it's not only because I work with stainless steel, but really, it is a very beautiful, as you said, stable, long-lasting product, and it doesn't bleach out like plastic skimmers. They bleach out if you think you need to take it into pink, and they break eventually. Like, I live here in Spain, and I know how plastic breaks when you have it too. You have it the first year, it looks okay. The second year, like, I'm not only talking about the stuff in the pool, but eventually they break, and stainless steel just doesn't. And yeah,
Right.
it's also a very flexible product. Like, we have customers, they say, okay, can you customize something? It's not a problem with stainless steel. We make it. We even have a jet. It's called Angie, and we only made it for a customer who wanted to have, like, for their jacuzzi, a special product made from stainless steel.
Ah, yes, yes. Now I have to agree with the flexibility. It is relatively easy to fulfill customers' wishes to the dream pool. And talking about dream pools and creating a dream pool, can you tell us a little bit more about the stainless steel products that you recommend to customers from your product lines? I-
Yes, we are actually manufacturing since about 50 years parts, inbuilt
Wow.
parts in the pool, and yeah, we are manufacturing skimmers. Just a small overview: skimmers, nozzles, bottom drains, broom connections, covers for the lights. So all the parts you actually see in the pool. And also inside, also we have wall transitions, cable box, everything made of stainless steel. And yeah, and coming a little bit more deep into this, for example, our skimmers, we have, there was a many years, and they were like square, always a square skimmer. And nowadays, we have, of course, we have a very, very wide range of skimmers. And for example, nowadays we have the slim skimmers, so they really look stylish. They look modern, And we have always 3 sizes, for example. So we call it like B400, B500, B600. And the interesting thing with the skimmers is that we also have skimmers where you can take the water level very high in your pool. So it looks like a infinity pool. Even it's a skimmer pool made of stainless steel, of course. And then we have another skimmer where you can take the basket out from the pool side, not as you know, of many years, you take the basket out from the outside, and you need a hole in the stone. But we have a skimmer where you take the basket from the inside out, and so you don't need to make any hole in your beautiful surrounding of your pool. This is
Okay.
yeah, and then for the nozzles and the drains, we have them in square, we have them in round, many variety. And one more thing I really want to like to say, because we always adapt to the type of the pool. That means if we have like a stainless steel pool or a concrete pool or liner pool, we will have the right product for this kind of pool. It means it has a different ending, like a flange or without flange.
Yes.
So you see, I'm really getting into my motion. But I would
Yes.
rather
No, that's
want to know, Michael, what you are actually
yes.
manufacturing,
Well,
because the other day,
there are similarities and there are differences between ours. Let's say ours and your products. When it comes to all the different pool types, we do the same. When you have a stainless steel pool or concrete or a fiberglass pool, we have different built-in parts to make it possible. So this is the similarity, but the products itself are different but complementary. So you have inlet nozzles and you have main drains, and we have in the same design or same style, round or square, we make hydromassage for the perfect wellness in your pool. We do water curtains for shoulder massage, another wellness item, and in all the different kinds of shapes and lengths, and this is also where I meant it's very flexible for customer build. Some customers want to have a water curtain or a water cannon a little bit taller. Other ones want it a little bit smaller, a different shape of the mouth. It's all possible because it's handmade. And of course, last but not least, we do our countercurrents, our jet streams are with stainless steel face plates, either polished or brushed, and in different shapes again. So, combining the water treatment from Benke with the wellness from Flufo, you are on your way to your dream pool.
I
And
actually can feel it. And while you were talking about the water curtain and so on, I think everyone or most people of us know, as we like pools, we have been standing above a shower in the pool, no, and it's mostly stainless steel, no, and you have your neck massaged, and yeah, it's of
yes,
course.
yes, and it really upgrades your pool. The whole total package of stainless steel is something completely different than other materials. And well, our listeners probably would also like to know if they have something like this in the pool, how should it be maintained? How can you make sure that it lasts forever?
Yes, for us, I mean, I think there's a difference between your products and the ones we are working with, because our products mostly are underwater. So of course you can, while you have I mean, you should always maintain your pool. It's like a car, right? You go with
Yeah.
your car to a regular checkup, and this is also what you have to do with a pool. It's a very big part to have that pool such a long time, as we have said. So if you are in the course of cleaning your pool and you don't have so much water in the pool, it's a good thing, for example, with a nozzle. Sometimes if you can unscrew the nozzle, just to take a mild soap and a very soft cloth and just clean it a little bit, like you would clean your car. This is something you should do with your pool as well. And I think, yeah, for it's a bit different because your parts are mostly the curtains
Yes.
out of the water.
Some are, especially water curtains, are outside the pools, but the others, like hydro massage and swim jet, are of course also the same like yours, in the water. But for things like water curtains, okay, it's also not a lot of maintenance. If you regularly just polish it with a soft cloth to get rid of possible raindrops, which you would see like on a car, you could also see this a little bit. And if you're not satisfied, every now and then, and I can't tell you how often, but less than once a year, you polish it with a special stainless steel cleaner, like Ferroclean, Visco, but there are many others which you could, basically buy in the do-it-yourself shops. So really, there is not a lot of maintenance. And yes, and this brings us to another very interesting addition to stainless steel. Can you tell us a little bit about it, Angela?
Yes, I know what you mean. And we did make a podcast just before, I think, or one before it was, where we talked about the black line, because we have our stainless steel, you and me, now also in black. And
Yes.
So it's something very outstanding. And now we had a little time since the last time we talked about it to feel it really, how the market reacts to it. And I do have to say, I've been traveling this year a bit, and I was going from South Europe to really North Europe, and they just love it because they say, and it's something different for the pool, and it really, everybody kind of agrees that it probably very, very looks very nice in a gray, dark gray, light gray kind of pool. So we have, you and me, we have all our stainless steel parts now in black. It's called black line, and for you it's called black diamond. I love that one, actually. And so yeah, we have our pool.
Yes.
Yeah, all the parts are in black. We can even mix them. So if you think, okay, yes, Michael, say something.
And I must be honest. When we launched this, we didn't know what to expect from the feedback from the market, and we are overwhelmed with positive feedback from pool builders, from distributors, that everybody seems to love this black diamond line. And the only thing where we are restricted is on size. So a very big water curtain cannot be done in black line, but there we have the Cobra Carbon in black, but inside the pool we are the same as with you. All the parts are available in black line, and so we will see this summer where it's going to. The feedback's very positive, and we are looking forward to it. And but like I said, it surprised us a little bit, and but now of course we are quite happy about it.
Yes, the big success.
Okay,
and I think it would be nice if our listener, if somebody really has it already in their pool, that they please send us some photos. That would be really lovely to see.
Yes, and well, this brings us to the end of the podcast. And so, Angela, tell me, what did you learn today?
I learned I love stainless steel after this podcast even more than I did before. I think it's such a nice product, such a beautiful element we have here, we created, we have in this world. Of course, we like it for pools, but stainless steel, of course, is used in a lot of other applications as well. It is a very beautiful product, and I learned something also very interested in for the pool industry, that you really have to use a good stainless steel and always the same quality of the material of the 316L or the other one we have mentioned in the pool, and then that you cannot take a lower grade, because then that creates problems. So,
Right,
Michael,
right.
what have you learned?
Yes, well, since you are more in the water treatment than we are, you came with additional information that is also important next to just the saltwater content, the salt content in the water, and that's this special index. So for me, that was something very interesting to learn. And yes, so thank you very much. It didn't feel like you were, whatever the distance is from Amsterdam to Barcelona, so far away. It felt like we were sitting together somewhere on a terrace discussing stainless steel. So thank you very much. And I would like to say you can write us with any comments or questions at mail at sorry, let me repeat the email address: mail@swimmingpool-podcast.com. One more time: mail@swimmingpool-podcast.com.
Goodbye.
Danke.
Gracias.
Merci.
Dziękuję.
Dankjewel.
And spasiba. Bye bye.
Swimming Pool International, the Swimming Pool Podcast.